Next guest joining me today is a god on screen and also possibly in life. He has been Loki in the Marvel movies for over a decade, as well as an RAF fighter pilot, hotel night manager and Hamlet, just to name a few. Huge welcome to the show, Tom Hiddleston. Thank you.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you, Claudia. What an amazing introduction. I can't possibly live up to the billing. But
Don't be Of course you can. Before we talk all things Loki, sleeping, voices, can you please share your news at 10?
Well, so first of all, I just want to say absolutely love the news at 10.
Oh, my God, I love it.
Live for the news at 10 every weekend.
Stop.
So my news at 10 this week, I don't know if it could compete with
tree hugging.
Some of the other tree hugging, which is pretty great. Was we had a birthday in our household this week, and I made a Victoria sponge cake, but for the first time with the right size tins. Traditionally, when I make a cake, all the tins are the wrong shape, so they just come out wonks.
Higgledy-piggledy.
Higgledy-piggledy wonky. The top is smaller than the bottom. Which one do you put? Always the bottom bigger than the top. It's a nightmare. This year, the right size tins.
I'm almost emotional, by the way.
Do you know what? It was a big triumph. It was a big triumph for me.
Is that?
And I had. Sorry, you go.
No, I just want to know if it was your very favourite cake.
I do love making a Victoria sandwich cake with strawberry jam and the buttercream. Yes. And I still don't have an electric whisk. It's 2022, but the whisk is manual, and so it's made with love and care in the buttercream area. Although the only error that I made this year was that I put this buttercream on the wrong bit of on the other side of the cake, so it was more like a Victoria sponge burger.
Understood. And by the way, do you know my favourite thing? I often ask the news at 10. It lasts usually 4 to 6 seconds. What I like is it's 10:37. And I'm very pleased with it. Can I just say, I'm going to send you an electric whisk because it's going to change your life. It's arriving today, and also
part of the joy is in the struggle. It's in
in the pain.
It's in that sort of the beating. That's it.
I get it. Let me just ask you: Comic-Con in San Diego was last weekend. On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited do Marvel fans get? Do you often think to yourself, do you know what? This time it's just going to be relaxed, cool. Maybe I'll sit down with somebody and do a Sudoku and talk about cake tins, and then suddenly you're like, oh no, they're actually weeping and touching me.
It's pretty exciting. I'm not going to lie, they get pretty excited. Not a lot of time for Sudoku at San Diego Comic-Con, but it's one of the most extraordinary weekends. I'm sorry to say I wasn't there this year because we're filming, but I think Marvel Studios was well represented there. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever company were there, and Kevin Feige, the head of Marvel Studios, was there announcing the next phase of Marvel movies. But it's an amazing room because everybody who's there is just so passionate. Yeah, they just love it so much, and
they're not sort of medium fans. They're proper fans.
In it.
Yeah, they are in it. As you said, you're filming Loki at the moment. Is it enormous fun to play?
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I was actually just talking about it because we're doing it at the moment and right in the middle of it, and was talking about it yesterday to somebody, and said, somebody was saying, "How long have you been doing this?" And I've been doing it now for, I think, coming on for 13 years, on and off. Yeah, and it's like he just is the best character because he's the god of mischief. He's so naughty. And so he's naughty and playful and unpredictable, and it's fun. And also I've got incredible actors to work with too in the series. Owen Wilson, Wumi Masaku, Gugu and Bata Raw, Sophia Di Martino, a whole roster of new characters coming coming around for season 2. So we're having a really fun time.
I've seen lots of photos on your Instagram of sort of acrobatic training, which I imagine you've had to do for sort of 13 years. Are you now like, guys, I've got this down pat? 4 cartwheels into a roly-poly. I'm not sure it's called a roly-poly.
The roly-poly is a signature move, definitely. I wish I could say I've got it down pat. It's the 41 years. I definitely feel the 41 years in the event of the cartwheels and the roly-poly. But I do love it, actually. Yeah. And we have so many extraordinary athletes in the stunt department, and they're all like dancers, really. And so any of the action sequences are kind of these massive choreographic sequences where you're surrounded by sort of the best athletes in the world, and you're just trying to not to look too much like a muppet. But it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. I was on a wire yesterday, actually.
Were you?
It's sort of they put you into a kind of harness, and you feel like you're about to jump out of a plane. And really, it's health and safety, so that they drag you 5 feet and make sure you don't fall off the side of the set. You know what I mean? But it's really, really, really fun.
We need to talk all about your Winnie the Pooh sleep story, so please stay there and we will have much more. And we've got people to also record, lovely Radio 2 family to record their best sleep voices, and you can mark them like a teacher.
How extraordinary.
There you go.
I look forward to that.
All right, we'll do that after this. Special guest Tom Hiddleston. Let us talk about your Winnie the Pooh sleep story for the Calm app. Did you always want to narrate a story? Do you listen to others? And did often people stop you in the street and go, I'm not being funny, I don't want to talk to you about Loki or The Night Manager. I love your voice.
I don't know if I can recall those. I mean, sometimes maybe I've kind of got selective. Oh, hang on, I think someone's trying to get in. No, we're okay. So I thought someone was trying to get into the room. Yeah, I'm by the studio. It's all happening.
So if it's a family member, I think you should let them in.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they live there.
Yeah, they don't care about my speaking voice. Yes, it's funny, like sometimes it's nice to listen to audiobooks and things in the car, I always think, when you're driving along and somebody's reading a good story.
Didn't you used to listen to Winnie the Pooh in the car, or have I imagined that?
No, that was exactly it. I mean, we had, I'm definitely the generation where long journeys were made bearable by a cassette tape that the family could all agree on as you did the 2 or 3 or 4 hours wherever we were going in the UK. And the best one was Winnie the Pooh, read by Alan Bennett, who is still, as far as I'm concerned, the all-time undefeated champion of reading anything. And he was just, I suppose that was my introduction to Winnie the Pooh as a story. We read the books and things, but his conjuring, his narration was so sweet and so endearing and so funny and so perfect. And so I suppose my association with Winnie the Pooh is always with him and the world he created. I don't know if you can find those now. You must be able to somewhere.
No, well, people can listen to you. I'm just saying that just because the PR person somewhere is banging her head against the wall going, guys, don't go on eBay. Just listen to these ones. You're following in the footsteps.
So standing on the shoulders of greats. But I think Winnie the Pooh is the best. And even reading it again now, all the characters, Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Owl, Rabbit, they all just have their priorities in the right order. Pooh wants breakfast and lunch and a nap. And Piglet cares about his friends. And Eeyore is actually he's incredibly authentic and is sort of not trying to be anything other than being Eeyore, which is a great lesson in the world. And I found it reading these stories again, I actually found it really, sort of really warmed my heart because they're such familiar characters. They're such good friends, and I think lots of people feel that way. So yeah, I was honoured that they asked me to do it.
Well, we have, when you decide not to anymore, we think one of the Radio 2 family could follow in your footsteps. And so I'm going to, because there is an absolute art, as you say, in reading out loud. So are you ready? Are you ready? So first of all, we have the one and only, I'm in love with her, as I know you are, and everybody's listening. This is Sarah Cox. This is for you.
Hi, Claude. Hi, Tom. It's Sarah Cox here, and everybody knows that I have the most relaxing voice on Radio 2. If you're relaxed by the sound of a sack of spanners being dragged up a gravel driveway.
It's not true. She's got a beautiful voice.
I was about to say, I thought she was about to go into a kind of a story, a whole story there. I was falling asleep already. I was lying back, eyes were closed. It was great.
Okay.
Beautiful voice.
Beautiful, Sarah.
Beautiful.
Ready for the next one? Here we go.
Very self-deprecating at the end.
Morning, Tom. I'm Radio 2 legend Tony Blackburn, and as anyone who wakes up with me on Sounds of the Sixes will know, I have the most relaxing voice.
He's not wrong. He's got a lovely voice. Listen.
My goodness, straight to the top of the leaderboard there. That was impressive.
He's a king. We have two more for you. I'm really sorry. I know you have to film because there are people who are banging on the door outside, holding wires, going, "Be Loki," and you're like, "No, I'm listening to Dermot O'Leary," and you are now. Here we go.
Good morning, Tom. Love your work on Loki. Big fan. Everyone knows round here. If you want soothing, calming, velvety, chocolatey voice in your ear, you come to Big Dermo.
I was almost ASMR, wasn't it?
That was spellbinding.
Yes.
That was absolutely spellbinding.
I can't wait for him to hear that. And finally, we end with our leader. Of course, Tony Blackburn's a legend. Everybody is brilliant, but Sally Traffic is in charge of the whole thing, of the whole crew.
Sally.
So here we go. For you, Tom Hiddleston, because normally she refuses to get involved in any of this because she's too busy painting a kitchen yellow or hugging a tree. It's a long story, Tom. But here's Sal.
Hello, Tom. I'm Sally Traffic. I think you'll find I have the most relaxing voice on Radio 2.
And there you go. You've heard the Radio 2 family, and they did that for you. You don't have to choose a winner because they're all magical. I think we have to do that.
They are all magical, all different. We need them all.
We need them all.
We need them all. And Radio 2 needs them all. And we're just lucky to have you all from where I'm standing.
You are so kind to join us. I hope you have a brilliant day filming. Congratulations on the Victoria Sponge. The choosing of the two. We feel happy. If you open your house door soon, it will be an electric whisk from everyone at Radio 2. And I should say you can hear Tom's sleep story on the Calm app, which is available to download on the App Store and Google Play. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Claudia, also, look, I hope your eye gets better.
Oh, God, I love the fact that you know that. It's really, it's disgusting. It's very good that you're not here.
I just heard because you said.
I'm going to use a word now that's going to make you all feel nauseous. It's manky. I don't know what. I'm putting drops in. It's not even conjunctivitis. I don't know what it is. It's gammy.
Oh, dear. Well,
anyway, with that, I hope you have a lovely lunch later.
Get well soon.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.